The multiple choice style question isn't usually the hardest, but still needs some more explaining. There are two types of questions once again: fact and opinion. You are usually asked for the writer's opinion or asked to find factual information. There are some great tips here for answering these questions. The first one is elimination. You can often tell an answer if it makes logical sense to you. Let's use another example from dcielts.com to show how this actually works. These conclusions are the result of extensive research carried out over the past 20 years around various countries into the effect of banning tobacco advertising. In Scotland, it was found that the incidence of smoking fell by 30% in the 18 to 24 age group after legislation prohibiting the advertising of tobacco products in all print media was introduced. A separate piece of research in the United States of America found that when tobacco advertising was banned in 34 states, this reduced the level of smoking by 50%. What were the findings of the research in Scotland? Now let's look at the answers. Answer 1. Anti-smoking legislation was more effective in the USA. Well, it's in the text, but it doesn't even answer the question. So let's mark that one off. It's easy to think this one is right because the information is actually provided. However, it doesn't match up with what was asked. Reread the question before you confirm what your answer is. Let's look at number 2. Advertising of tobacco products had less effect on old than young people. This one is 50% true, but also 50% guessing. The information isn't in the text. We might think it's true from common knowledge. However, without the text actually saying so, we are only assuming. The legislation was unpopular with the print media. In answer 3, the key word matches. This is probably the most common mistake because you can see all the key words, but without the context of the actual sentence, you would have picked the wrong answer. If you find the key words, that's great. However, read the sentences either side of the key words to see if it really marries with the question. We went over this process in previous videos. Almost a third of young people stopped smoking after the legislation. Here's another example. Different people read for different reasons. For many children, it is a magic gateway to some other world. Sadly, this is one of the greatest mistakes they can make. According to the author, the attraction of reading for young people is they find out about other countries, different from other generations, escaping into another world, or foolish. As you can see, these words on the end, they're really important. Without them, the answer would be 3. But add these words in, and the answer will become 4. It's very shocking that just adding those simple words on the end of the sentence changes your answer entirely. So in this style of question, you really need to identify the area and keywords first. Then look at the context either side. It's very important. In this style of question, you should absolutely read the question first, then go on to the text.